Hey guys, so we are the Rainmaker family and we're about to head over to our house. We lived in this house for 5 years and we want to teach you 5 mistakes that you should avoid if you're self-employed.
This is so bittersweet. We are driving to our old house. I can't believe it. We're officially saying goodbye to it.
Okay, so we're taking a photo in front of our house. We took a photo here 5 years ago. This is our old house.
Do you remember this house, Kyle? Wow. Aw, brings back so many memories. Look, Kyle, our first house.
Feels so weird. This place is empty. What do you think, Kaizen? All right, we're sitting here on the floor in our old room. We lived here for 5 years, just bought a new house. When we bought this house, we were self-employed and we learned a lot along the way.
We're the Rainmaker family, and on this channel, you can expect to be following along our family adventures where we teach people all about passive income and changing your mindset from I can't to how can I.
Okay, it's really hot in here, so Chelsea went to go turn on the AC. But the number one mistake you can avoid, the first on our list of 5, is location. Now this is one of the things we didn't think about when we bought this house, but there was 2 key things that really helped us in our business.
Come here, bud.
Oh gosh, you got them?
Yes.
Okay.
So when we bought this home, location was a huge deal. We do a lot of in-person meetings and we wanted to be on time, and this house is very centrally located. So when you're buying a home, really think about, do I like the location I'm in? Is it convenient for the lifestyle that I'm wanting?
Yeah, I remember when we bought this house because we'd have these meetings and we used to be late to these meetings all the time. But this house was close to the freeway, so we were able to get to those meetings fast and on time. Now the other thing with location was the location of our home office. Now it's really dark in here, but that's our home office way down the house on the other side of the house. This was super key because I kind of like to work late at night sometimes, and Chelsea liked to sleep at night like a normal person. So I could be down the hall doing work and she could be sleeping in here, and having that separation between like our business and our personal life was super crucial. Do you remember this room, Kaizen? It's your old room. This is where you used to sleep. Right over there. Right over there. Hey, one other thing we forgot to mention in this video is that we love this house because it had a front room and then a kitchen and a back room, but there was a separation. And we were having clients over to our house at the time, and it was so nice to be able to leave the front room nice and tidy and then have the kitchen not all put together. So if you're using your house for business, you're having people over your house who are clients, this was so nice to have that separation of space so that we could just leave the front room perfect and then the back room we could actually live in. I remember someone said this once and it really stuck with us. Buy once, cry once. What this means is you buy a little bit higher quality stuff. It hurts that one time, but then you don't have to buy it again. If you buy terrible quality stuff, you're constantly having to rebuy, and it actually ends up being more expensive.
And when we first were married, we did this a lot off Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, which is totally understandable. But when we bought this house, we knew that there are certain pieces around, like a couch, a quality couch. We wanted one couch that would last us a long time. So we spent a little bit more, and it hurt just a little bit, but we're so glad we did.
And that couch, you guys, is like my favorite thing ever.
Yes.
Like we still sit on it to this day. It's amazing quality. We never had to replace it. And some lower quality furniture that we ended up investing in for this house, we ended up having to throw it away or sell it because it didn't last. Wow, look at all this empty space. Now this was our office over here, and this room, we'll tell you about what this room was in just a second.
Yeah, so the third mistake we want you to avoid is thinking, I can't. So you'll hear us talking about this a lot, but changing your mindset from I can't to how can I?
So when we first started looking at houses as a self-employed married team, we were looking at houses about this level here. But when we found this house, it was stretching our budget just a little bit. And the first thought we had was, shoot, we can't do that. But when we started looking at this house, we were like, we really want to make this happen. We started dreaming about how could we make this happen?
And one of the ways was renting this room that we're standing in right now that Kai wants to take a nap in on Airbnb. We rented this room on Airbnb and it brought in extra sources of income, so it made this house possible.
Now, we do this with every area of our lives now. You know, if we want to take a trip overseas or we want to invest in something for our business, we are always thinking, how can we? When you start shifting your mindset from I can to how can I, it really unlocks unlimited possibilities.
The fourth thing we see people doing is not leveraging the space that they have already.
Yeah, as a self-employed business owner, you got to think about your house as a business. Okay, Kaizen needs a break, so we're gonna give him a break. Okay, so Chelsea's gonna feed Kai again over here. When he's like eating a lot, he's 7 months, almost 7 months now, and definitely going through growth spurts. Now, this mindset of leveraging resources you can apply everywhere. You can rent out rooms on Airbnb. You can also sell storage space. If you have a garage at your house, there's an app called Neighbor that allows you to rent out storage space. It's an alternative to the traditional storage unit. People will store stuff in your garage and you'll get paid monthly passive income just for renting out your space. If you have an extra car, you can rent it out on Turo. You can even rent out your existing car. I mean, as self-employed business owners, we share a car and we don't use it that much because we're working from home. Learning to be resourceful is one of the #1 skills you can build as an entrepreneur. So take that mindset and apply it to buying a home. Okay, on that topic of leveraging the resources you have when you buy a house, you can also write off portions of your house. So remember that as you're buying a house as a business owner, we use certain portions of this house almost exclusively for business. And so you can write off a percentage of your house as a business expense. It's so awesome. Yay. All right, on to the next room.
For the fifth and final tip, this one's controversial.
Okay, so the fifth tip, there's a lot of different opinions on, but we're gonna give you ours from personal experience, and that is don't pay off your house early.
We started doing this for about 4 months, and then we quickly realized, what are we doing? We should be using this cash flow, this extra cash, as entrepreneurs to invest back into our business and other different opportunities that we needed cash flow for. And as entrepreneurs, we need to think differently.
Yeah, you may hear some mainstream advice out there that says pay your house down, get rid of the debt, but that's good advice for people who aren't business owners. Oftentimes as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, the best investment is yourself. And we started doing this one year. We started every single month putting a huge amount towards our house, which we regretted after 4 months. And so don't make this mistake that we made. Invest instead in your business and you'll see way better returns. Okay, well, this is it, you guys. This may be the last time we are in this house. So let us know in the comments below, if you're an entrepreneur, you bought a house, what other mistakes should other entrepreneurs avoid? What would you want to tell someone and say, hey, if you're self-employed, don't do this when buying a house? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you, and we'd love to help other people out who are in this process as a first-time home buyer and self-employed.
Tip number 6, be a cute little baby. If you like what you've been seeing, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you all back here again on the Rainmaker Family YouTube channel. All right, time to head out. Goodbye, house. Goodbye, stairs. Goodbye, office. Goodbye, bedroom. Goodbye.
This lens looks so much better.
Yeah, it does.
Shoot, we should reshoot the whole video.